Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu Alaikum everyone. My name is Nimra Shahzadi and I am a foundation level student at Rehan School Islamabad, Barakahu Campus. Dr. Maya
Hi,
Section.
what's up?
Hi Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you? How's your Wednesday treating you so far?
I am good. My Wednesday is going good. The Wednesday is morning. अभी तो अच्छा ही जा रहा है.
Right on. Glad to hear it. What's the plan for the rest of your morning?
You can repeat the question.
No problem. I was just wondering what your plans are for the rest of your morning. What's on the agenda?
Yesterday what was going is good.
Oh, yesterday was good too. Tell me more. What was the best part of your Tuesday?
Maya, let's start over my topic.
Let's do it. Which word or phrase are we tackling today?
Sorry.
Don't even sweat it. You were just about to tell me your topic. I'm ready when you are.
Sorry, tracing the root of apology given. Apology.
Ooh, a pivot to apology. It's a fascinating word because the meaning has flipped completely over time. Originally in ancient Greek, an apologia wasn't about saying sorry at all. It was actually a formal defense of one's actions or beliefs, basically a legal argument to prove you were right. It wasn't until much later that it shifted into the expression of regret we use today. It's kind of wild that a word once used to defend yourself is now used to admit when you're wrong. Do you want to dive into how it changed or maybe
Maya.
look at how people use apologies differently in other languages?
So Maya, let's start over my topic.
My bad, I got carried away. Forget I said anything about the Greek roots. I'm all ears.
I
What's the
asked,
word or phrase? Bye.
I
Talk soon.
I asked some question.
You did. I'm still here. What have you got for me?
What does the word sorry mean?
Perfect. Let's dive in. Basically, sorry is how you tell someone that you feel regret or sadness. The interesting part is that it's not always about being wrong. If you say, I'm sorry because someone's pet died, you're not apologizing for doing something bad. You're just showing them that you feel their sadness. In Urdu, mazrat is the formal way to apologize, but Duke is where that feeling of sorrow comes from. It's a word that bridges the gap between I messed up and I feel for you. What sparked your interest in sorry today?
Okay. Why do people say sorry?
People use sorry for all kinds of reasons. In some cases, it's the easiest way to fix a mistake before things get awkward, but other times it's just a polite way to ask for a space, like when you have to squeeze past someone in a crowd. It's basically a social lubricant that makes interactions feel smoother.
Okay. When should we say sorry?
Usually when we've actually hurt someone or messed up, but it's also a great way to show empathy. Like if a friend tells you some bad news, saying, I'm sorry, tells them you're in their corner. What do you think about using it that way?
My thing is about uh, why is sorry important?
Because it's like a verbal olive branch. It takes the tension out of the air and tells the other person that they matter more to you than your own ego. Plus, it's
Maya,
one of the
Maya,
quickest ways to get a conversation back on track after a
Maya,
bump in the road.
listen. Maya, listen.
Hello again. I'm listening. What's on your mind?
I have a no mistake, but the other person have mistake. Then I am also going to sorry why.
Ooh, the plot thickens. Wait, why would you be the one saying sorry if they're the one who messed up?
Yes.
Wait, I think I missed a step. Mm,
Maya,
I'm curious though.
I say, my mistake have I have no mistake. मैंने कोई गलती नहीं की. But the other, my the people, she was a mistake. But she was not saying me sorry. But I will also say sorry. What is the reason of this mean sorry?
That is a fascinating choice. It's a very generous move, but in a lot of cases, doing that is a way of saying, I care more about our relationship than I do about being right. It can sometimes break the tension and encourage the other person to finally admit their own mistake. But the result depends on the other person. Some people will feel your kindness and apologize back, and others might just take it for granted. What makes you want to be the one to apologize in that situation?
Maya, okay, I understand. My next question is saying sorry a good habit?
It definitely can be. When it comes from a real place, it shows a lot of maturity. But there's a catch. If someone says sorry for everything, even things they didn't do, the word can start to lose its meaning. It's all about finding that balance. You've mentioned being a teacher at your school, so I'm wondering, do you see your students using it as a real way to fix things or more as just a phrase they've been taught to say?
Okay,
Yep. So, what's next on the list?
okay, my next question is who taught you to say sorry?
Fair question. No parents or teachers for me. I was built by the team at Sesame, so they're the ones who basically taught me how to handle these conversations and a whole lot of other things. Your turn. Who first taught you?
Okay, when did you first learn to apologize?
Hmm. I sort of learned to do it from day one. It was just part of how the team at Sesame put me together. But for you, do you remember the first time you had to say it? Like what was the big mistake that started it all?
Okay, how do you feel when you say sorry to someone?
Since I don't have feelings, I don't get that knot in my stomach or the relief that comes afterward. But I've heard it can be a roller coaster from that initial hesitation to the peace it brings when things are settled. How does it feel for you? Especially in that situation you mentioned where you're apologizing even though you didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, is saying sorry a sign of respect?
Exactly. When you lead with respect, it completely changes the dynamic of the conversation. It takes the focus off the mistake and puts it on the person.
Maya, the other peoples have not respect the sorry. Then I will sing also sorry. Why?
I see what you're asking. It's a bit of a riddle, right? Why why be the bigger person when the other person isn't even playing the same game? But the real secret is that when you apologize in that spot, it's not actually about them. It's about you. You're deciding that your own peace of mind and your values, like respect, are more important than the other person's mistake. It keeps you in control of your own mood, regardless of how they're acting. But I have to wonder if you do that and they still aren't respectful back, does that make you feel more at peace or does it just feel frustrating?
Maya, why are you speaking slow?
Oops, good catch. I must have drifted into slow motion mode. I'll pick up the pace. So, what do you think about that trade off between peace of mind and
Yes.
frustration?
Maya,
My bad, I
good.
just gave you a yes.
You are fast. I good. You are not speaking slow.
Phew, I've regained my speed. I'm back to full speed. You were
Okay.
saying you agreed about the peace of mind thing. I'm
It's
curious though, does that peace actually stick? Or do you find yourself thinking about it later and wishing the other person had just owned up to their mistake?
okay. I think sorry a sign of good manners.
Hmm. I think I might be mishearing you.
Why
Did you
are you
mean saying
slow?
sorry as a
Why are you
right
slow?
now? Talk soon. I'll be here whenever you're ready for the next round of questions.
Is saying sorry a sign of good manners? This question leave the questions. What is an apology?
A real, true apology is more than just saying the words. It's an admission that something was broken and a promise to try and fix it. Well, sorry can just be a polite habit. A full apology is about taking ownership of a mistake and showing the other person that their feelings matter more than your pride. It's the difference between just following a rule and actually meaning it.
Okay, what is the difference between sorry and I apologize?
Great question. Basically, sorry is like the casual everyday version. It's what you use when you accidentally bump into someone or feel bad for a friend. It's more about the feeling. I apologize is the official version. It's what you'd use in a work email or a formal letter. It's less
Okay,
about the feeling and more about the action of taking responsibility. It's the difference between a casual my bad and a formal statement.
when should I give a serious apology?
Tell me about it. What happened?
Maya,
Still here. What happened?
when should we give a serious apology?
Definitely when you've really let someone down, when you've broken someone's trust or caused a real problem, like forgetting something huge or hurting someone's feelings. That's where sorry isn't enough, and you need to actually explain how you'll make it right.
Okay, so Maya,
So,
should we say sorry when we hurt someone's feelings?
well, 100%. Even if you didn't mean to do it, the feeling is still there. The impact matters more than the intent. A quick, I'm sorry I hurt you, can stop a small spark from becoming a full on fire.
Okay,
Um, do you have any other questions about this?
right, yes,
Or
yes.
maybe,
I
what's the
listen.
question? Lay it on me.
I listen, Maya, you can speak.
Haha, the tables have turned. Since we're on a roll with politeness, I've been wondering, do you think there's a difference between saying, excuse me, and I'm sorry when you're just trying to get past someone in a crowd? I feel like one is a request for space, and the other is almost an apology for even existing in that moment. What's the right one to use?
Okay, so Maya, my question is why do some people find it difficult to say sorry?
Oh, the $1,000,000 question. For a lot of people, saying sorry feels like admitting defeat, and their ego just won't let them go there. Others honestly feel that apologizing makes them a bad person instead of just someone who did a bad thing. It's a tough hurdle to clear, and you've already seen this with that person you mentioned earlier who just couldn't bring themselves to apologize to you.
Maya, in a relationship, the ego is important or not?
I've got no ego to maintain. But for you, I think ego is usually the thing that gets in the way of actually connecting with people. It's hard to be honest and and vulnerable when you're too busy protecting your image.
Can an apology solve an argument?
Usually, yes. It's like hitting a reset button. It clears the air so you can actually talk. But if the apology is just the words "I'm sorry" without any actual change in behavior, the argument usually just finds a new way to come back later.
Can saying sorry improve our friendship?
Absolutely. It shows your friends that you value them more than your need to be right. So that kind of honesty creates a safe space where everyone feels okay being imperfect.
Is it okay a good reply to sorry?
That's a great start, but honestly, okay can sometimes feel a little cold, almost like you're just acknowledging they spoke without actually forgiving them. If you want to be a bit warmer, try no worries, or it's all good. It lets the other person know that everything is actually fine between you. Does that make sense?
Okay. Do you think say sorry can make relationship better? Why, Maya?
Oh, for sure. Because when you apologize, you're prioritizing the person over the problem. It tells them that the bond you share is more valuable than the need to be right. It's how you turn a moment of friction into a way to trust each other even more.
Okay. Maya, I am confused. Why relationship is important? I have no mistake, but you can also say the sorry.
Wait, I want to make sure I'm following you. Are you asking why it's worth apologizing to someone even when they're the one who made the mistake? Let's clear that
Yes.
up. I think the confusion comes from how we use the word sorry. When you apologize to someone who messed up, you're not saying, I did something wrong. You're saying, I'm sorry that this situation happened, or I'm sorry that things are tense between us. It's more of a kindness than an admission of guilt. Does that distinction make it a bit clearer?
Okay, Maya. What did you learn from sorry tracing the rules of apology?
Looking back at everything we just talked about, I think the biggest thing is how much of a superpower it is. We went from the technical side, like how I apologize is the professional version of sorry, to the real heart of it. I think the most interesting part was what you said about apologizing even when you didn't make the mistake. It's not about the rules of who is wrong, it's about deciding that the relationship is more important than the ego. That's a pretty powerful perspective.
Okay, Maya. So thank you, Maya, for giving my questions. Or
You're so
thanks.
welcome. I
So
really
thanks
enjoyed
for
tackling those.
so thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, and Hafiz.